Well, I mean, that's going to be the key to the rest of the year. I think that teams are going to kind of either key on one of us or key on two of us. So, um, I mean, if we keep playing like this, and I think at times if we keep, I mean, we're shooting, it's getting there, it's getting better. If it just keeps getting better, they're not going to be able to trap me and Cam. So, and that's the key to the thing. Like if we can start opening that up, then I mean we can really go to work down low.
How have the last few games for you been? Have you been getting frustrated a little bit? Some foul trouble games, some lower scoring games?
Yeah. I mean, I don't really have the ability to take the ball off the bounce like Cam does. I don't really. I mean, my shot hasn't really been falling. I've been getting in foul trouble, like you said. So, yeah, overall, I've been playing pretty terrible. But, I mean, it's what it is. I mean, we've had a couple struggles there where if I was able to put some production in, I think we win a couple games. But that's what it is. And I mean, we moved on and we got a big win at Marquette where I mean I didn't do anything. So, I mean, just guard down low, and when I can get mine, I'll get mine. But if I can't, that's fine. I'll take a W.
Well, I know you said you didn't do anything, but I mean the defense. Have you obviously you're doing something because the defense in that Marquette game was when you're. I mean, wouldn't you? I don't want to put words in your mouth. Where would you rank your defensive performance against Marquette?
No, I think I played a very good defensive game because I mean, no joke, that kid was. I mean, he was pretty close to my height, and he was definitely probably outweighed me by 10 pounds. So just going up against him and pounding against him, and then I mean Gardner's a really good player, and definitely I got matched up against I think it was Wilson a couple of times where he was able to kind of move around. And I mean he hit some shots over me, but I mean he was a really talented player, and I kept him in front of me. So, but I mean what they had 8 points, the bigs had 8 points. I mean I think that's pretty solid.
So where are you at then going into this 12-day break? Personally, with your game, how are you feeling about going into conference play?
No, I mean, like I said, I've been struggling a little bit, but I mean, Cam and Kendall have definitely been picking it up. So, like with that, I mean, it's just there's a lot of room for improvement, and I think rest will definitely be key to kind of just mentally just sit down and rest a little bit, and I'll be fine.
How about as the club, these 2 wins heading towards CSU? What do these 2 wins do for this club, and how does it set you up?
I think it's really nice. I mean, last year we were sitting here, we just lost to South Dakota State and Nate Walters, and I mean it just felt like crap a little bit, like losing to it. I mean they're a really good team, don't get me wrong, but I mean a loss is a loss, and so I mean we hit our bumps in the road, and I think we're in a good place now, and I mean it's a long conference year, so just getting some rest and coming back out enthused to play, and I mean we're back-to-back Mountain West champions. I mean there's not much better than that.
How do you assess Colin and Dede coming into these starting roles with you? And
I think Dede's played really well. Just his I think I made the comment the other day. He's a pretty good rebounder, and he comes out in the Marquette game where I think he's going up against not kids that are just equally athletic than him, but probably stronger than him. And I mean he goes out there and had 10, 11 boards. I mean that's huge. So, I mean, if we can just keep him going and keep teaching him the plays and just keep him moving in the right direction, I think he's going to be a really good player.
Anything you can repeat about conversations with you and Demetrius? And I'll ask him
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think a lot of people kind of came in and said he was going to, trash talk a lot. But, I mean, we love that kid. I mean, I looked over at Alexander a couple times and told him, I miss that kid so much. Just the stuff he says, he's hilarious. So, and, I mean, we wish him the best here. Let's be honest. He was a great kid. It was unfortunate that he's not here with us right now. But, I mean, I love that kid. He's a great person. And, he's a great player. I mean, he probably didn't do what he wanted in the pit tonight. But, I mean, it was pretty tough to come back to your home.
Yeah, I always like when we share the ball. I think this team is built on unselfishness and a lot of talent, so I like when we are able to play like this, especially against an opponent that we're supposed to beat. We probably didn't take care of business all the way through on the defensive end, but offensively, there's not too many complaints of how we played on that side of the ball.
I asked Alex the same thing. Before the game, I see Demetrius give 4 hugs, and then you and him are already kind of talking trash and laughing. And I asked him about it too, and he was laughing about it. I know you and him are pretty close. Just talk about playing former teammate in a game like this?
I mean, that's fine for me. I'm blessed to still be in the pit, and he knows how privileged he was to play here. I don't think the entire pit probably gave him the ovation he deserved because he helped us win championships. At the end of the day, he's a good guy. I know it was just part of the game and part of the gamemanship, but I have a lot of respect for D-Walk. I'm glad I got a chance to play him, and I'm really happy we beat him.
Is there a PG version of what you two said before the game?
Yeah, what we said was the PG version. We didn't get too crazy with it. We're good friends. We tried to block out all the extra stuff, and he didn't talk too much trash. He did when just to kind of poke at us, but he's a good guy, and we had fun with it. And he tried to come in and play a good game, and he didn't hit all the shots, but it's a tough situation to come back and do that. But I'm happy that he's like Frank said, graduating and playing well on a new team. So I couldn't be happier for him.
Back-to-back games where the other two starters, it was 34 against Marquette that Cullen and Deshaun had, and tonight it was 25 that they had. So back-to-back games where the big three scorers got some help. Talk about what you've done to kind of maybe make that happen, what you guys have been working on to make sure that happens with those other guys.
I think it's a little bit of everything, and it starts with patience. It was just a matter of time before we figured that out. I'm very excited of the production we're getting from both those players, and even kind of the situation of how the whole team's shaping up right now. We have some good guys coming off the bench now, good rotation. So once we get Greenwood back, it's really going to just boost us that much further. Those two guys have came in and really played their butts off and been very productive. And we've been patient. We've been vocal with these guys. They're both new guys, and we've been showing them confidence, and they've been having confidence on the floor. So I'm very happy what they've been doing.
What do you know about this club now that maybe you didn't when you started against Alabama A&M?
I know we have more depth. We got the big three, and then we have some guys that are really playing well right now. We didn't take full advantage of this preseason. We had our schedule. We dropped some games, but that's going to come with the territory. We're going to work hard to get back into the rankings, and we're going to try to defend this championship that we've done good of the past couple of years of winning. And I think we have a good chance now with how we've finished this preseason.
How tough was this non-conference schedule compared to what you've experienced before?
It was grimy, it was a tough one. I think last year might have been maybe a little tougher, but this year was right there with it. But that just speaks to the program and where the program's going the last 2 years to have a non-conference schedule like this, and for us to do so well in that non-conference. We really try to pride ourselves on getting big-time wins. And like I said, we dropped a couple big-time games, but that's going to happen. We've had a learning curve. And now that the Big Three has had this help and we've kind of established an identity, I think it's really going to help us going into conference time.
What does that mean to you as a member of this team to take the program to that level?
Oh, I mean, it means a lot to me. My senior year, I'm just happy with where the team's at. I've been happy with where the team's at since I've came here, and it's just nice to see this team grow and this program grow even more. And looking at the stats, it's just, it's amazing. It started off with a couple guys, and now across the board we have a lot of production, a lot of confidence, and I think that's going to translate to a great rest of the year.